I have rode 10,000 miles and I will ride 10,000 more on my stroker big bore.
Recording.
Alright, we're back, and today is a video I've been waiting to do for 3 years now. This is the 10,000 miles on the DRZ stroker big bore engine. I put 10,000 miles on it. It took me 3 years. I actually have a job and a life. But that's a lot of trips to the gym and playing around, and I still feel the same about this bike as, after I've learned about it, what kind of power it has versus stock and how it makes its power. I'm happy about it. So this bike currently has 16,000 and some change miles on it. I got this bike at about 5,000 miles on it, and I've put 11,000 miles on it. I installed the stroker big bore engine at 6,000 miles, and here we are. And I've changed as a rider, and this bike, in my opinion, has gotten better. It's bedded in. We had a little struggle with it at 4,000 miles with the base gasket. And aside from that, I've had no engine problems. Now, I've had to clean the carburetor a couple of times, and I'm about to repack the exhaust because I have not, and that's rude of me, but I think that's one of the reasons why I'm getting a backfire or a dry pop or a decel pop now. And so that's maintenance. That's considered maintenance. I've done 1,000 mile oil changes since, I did the initial 30-minute break-in, and I think I did a 50 or a 100 mile oil change because I was just looking for signs that the oil and the drain plug and the filter could show me along the way the health of the engine. This bike's changed in appearance since I've done this build. I've got my headlight on it. And I've done my brake lines, and I got my magnetic oil filter cover. It's changed a little bit. I've tried different tires on it. I've rode at the track, the big and the small track, and it's handled it. I've hung with the WR450 Supermoto on the go-kart, no, not on the go-kart track, on the big track, with an experienced rider, comparable tires. It's been a journey, and I'm thankful for it. I'm thankful for the people that have shared this experience with me. That's what this is all about. It's not about the notoriety or the clout, or, oh, I've built this many of these engines. I'm about to build another one, so that'd be the fourth one. I've done a lot of maintenance on my bikes, other people's bikes. I've bought bikes, I've sold bikes, mostly bought bikes. And I've learned how to wheelie. I've learned how to wheelie pretty okay. Pretty decently. But that's not what it's about either. It's sharing this experience with people for the record. This is the phase of my life where this DRZ and me and the other ones that I've built, other ones that I own, ones that I've worked on, this is where it all comes back to right now for me in my life, and I'm documenting that. Maybe I'm, oh, I think something just stung me. Oh crap. Maybe something about this bike has brought some of us together. I've rode with some of you, and this bike has been a part of that sometimes. Sometimes it has not. But it's a stable build as long as you do the base things that I've harped at everybody about. Setting the ring end gap. I think somebody was waving at me. Sorry about that, guy. Setting the ring end gap for the aftermarket piston and rings for this compression, for this setup, is everything for getting this engine to bed in correctly and last. At 4,000 miles, it was exactly where I set it at. I measured it because that was one of the indicators, in my opinion, of the wear. Now I'm going to do some maintenance on it. I'm going to do that. You know, of course, it doesn't have anything to do with the engine, but I'm going to do that exhaust. I'm going to do the exhaust packing on this. You know, like I've said, I've done my annual carb cleaning, and you know, I thought that was going to address the D-cell pop that I'm getting. But that's not the case. It's the abuse that this big thumper's put on that packing. What else? What else has happened during that time? I've rode others, DRZs. I've built others. I've rode stock ones, and that's one thing that I will say. Every time that I've gotten on a stock engine DRZ, even one with cams and an FCR, ones that I've set up, it just didn't have that pop that I'm used to. You know, I understand. Some people get a feel to help with the lagging throttle response of the factory carburetor by having a quick turn throttle tube. And I felt that, and it does make a difference. At the end of the day, that's your input that changes. That's what the deal is. It's your input, but it doesn't release what power that it has any sooner. It's an input deal. A full exhaust and a tune does make a difference on the stock engine, on how much power it can make overall and how much power it can make sooner. And a flat slide carb completely changes that altogether. And I say an FCR39, or even the knockoff if you're willing to mess with it continually. This engine's been solid. I didn't have a lot of grit in my filter. My oil filter changed recently or anything, and my oil even looked good. And I'm using Rotella T4. The conventional oil. Dewey, where the heck are you going? Well, I'm going this way to hopefully do something of a wheelie for you guys that have, you know, we're going to celebrate. We're going to celebrate with a wheelie. We're going to celebrate, and that's what I want to do, is share that with you. And, you know, doing these modifications do make wheelies easier to get up, but it's more power that you have to deal with once you do. Stock engine is much more forgiving. The stock carburetor is much more forgiving. Those are the facts. Let's see here. I think we'll go on this country road here. This county road anyway. And these people are going a lot faster than they're supposed to. But let's see here. I don't think I have anybody coming. I'm going to go ahead and do one here and we'll see how it goes. Oh, that sucks. I got nervous. Now I'm going to wait. I've got a vehicle coming over here. And I don't, again, that's what I saw. Made me hesitate just a second. And I got my Lynx Garage 3D printed cover for my lights. Maybe we'll go on this other east-west road here and we'll do a wheelie. It's where I saved the turtle recently. But yeah, I'm a little bit embarrassed by that failure because that just stinks. That all around stinks. I don't like looking bad. But I'm not cutting this video, so there's that. What are you gonna do? It's not somewhere where I ride all the time either. Oh, okay. Well, they're turning eventually. Let's let them go, because I do want to do a decent whirly. Now let's not embarrass ourselves. Kind of chasing it out a little bit. I did shift to fourth. We're going to set it down. Yeah, I didn't really want to go over these railroad tracks. I bet I could probably find a way to screw that up. But yeah, that was for you guys. 10,000 miles. How about that? Did I have any naysayers? I think the other DRZ, I think it's about 1,500 miles or so. Don't quote me on that. That's the white one. I rode that. Maybe I can put a clip of that in here, because I am going to add a few things to this. And, you know, some of them's funny, some of them's political. You know, this, I'm going to try to do this one right as much as I can. You know, my wheelie coach has been kind of, you know, he gave me some criticism as of late about how I'm doing wheelies when I'm going down the highway and stuff. I am accelerating, but when I'm in the lot, I go a lot slower. I might catch myself accelerating, but that's just what you got to do at the track or on the highway in general. Hello, doggies. That's just what you've got to do, or what I choose to do. Because I don't want people coming up on me, and I don't want to be slowing them down. closer that you're going to the speed of the traffic behind you, less likely they're going to come up on you. I guess we can do one more wheelie here. All right, that's second gear. First, second. We'll do a little one here by my fireman friend's house. There we go. We got that out of the way. I was going to shut off the camera, but we're not doing that. We're going to go down the secret pathway over here. It's my secret path. It's my secret path over here under the bridge that has a road on it that goes to nowhere. And you know, here's the power of the 470. That's just that wasn't really a hard chop of the throttle either. Usually when I'm on the S, I'll cut across there, or the E model, I'll cut across the grass. Or when I have the knobbies on this. Well, here we are, we're coming up on the gym, and it's time to get my workout on. So what do you think about this journey of 10,000 miles on this engine? What do you think? Let me know. Let's have a conversation. Make sure and look at my other videos describing the build, showing you my other builds. I think we're going to be doing a build soon. We're going to do a build soon. Oh, I got bugs. Look at that. That's terrible. And from the last video, you can see that I still am missing my factory bung. That's embarrassing. Oh well, what are we going to do? Anyway, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.